Welcome back. Are you ready to change your life? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Roosevelt Dimes, their worth, design, hidden stories, and rare treasures. We'll explore the top 3 most valuable and ultra-rare Roosevelt Dimes in the United States. 1976D, 1982D, 1983D. These copper-nickel-clad coins aren't just ordinary coins. Some have a rare red to dark brown color or show unique characteristics that make them a collector's dream, even in dirty or worn condition. Believe it or not, seemingly ordinary coins could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars today. So before you spend that old dime, stick around, you might be holding a fortune in your hands. First up, number 1 coin. Welcome back, collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we are diving deep into the world of coins, specifically one that has been flying under the radar but holds the potential to change your life overnight. I'm talking about the 1982D Roosevelt Dime, a coin that, at first glance, might seem ordinary, yet hides a story and value that could make you a billionaire in today's market if you know what to look for. The Roosevelt Dime itself is iconic in American history. Introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, this dime commemorates the man behind the fight against polio and the creator of the March of Dimes. Over the decades, the Roosevelt dime has circulated in millions, becoming a familiar part of everyday life, but some editions, like the 1982D, carry secrets that only sharp-eyed collectors can spot. Now, the 1982D Roosevelt dime isn't just another coin. It's part of a rare group of coins minted at the Denver Mint, and what sets it apart is its copper-nickel-clad composition with a rare red to dark brown coloration. This unique coloring, often mistaken as normal tarnish, actually signals a rare version of the coin that collectors crave. Coins in this condition, even if slightly worn or dirty, can fetch prices that are simply unimaginable. History plays a huge role here. The early 1980s were a transitional period for U.S. coinage. The Mint was experimenting with metals and striking techniques, and small variations in the dies, metal composition, and striking process led to coins that, decades later, became extremely rare collectibles. The 1982D dime is a perfect example of this. In many coin collections, it might appear as just another dime, but in reality, it carries characteristics that make it a hidden gem. Collectors and numismatists have long known that condition is everything. A dime that has sat in a pocket for decades might show scratches, discoloration, or dirt, but these factors can sometimes increase its value if they reveal rare traits. The 1982D Roosevelt Dime is a prime target for such enthusiasts because it combines rarity, historical significance, and unique visual appeal. This is a coin that can transform an ordinary coin collection into a treasure trove. It's not just about the coin's appearance. Its mint mark, the small d that signifies Denver, is a key identifier that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. In today's market, coins with the right mint mark, color, and preservation level can sell for thousands, and in rare cases, millions of dollars. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could literally change your fortune overnight. That's the power of the 1982D Roosevelt Dime. Even more fascinating is the story behind the copper-nickel-clad coins. Unlike the earlier silver dimes, these coins were made to last and circulate widely. Yet, in some batches, errors or variations occurred during minting. These mistakes, coupled with the right environmental conditions, gave rise to coins that look ordinary but are secretly priceless. This is exactly what makes the 1982D dime a sought-after collectible. Every collector dreams of finding that one coin that could unlock unimaginable wealth, and for many, the 1982D dime represents that dream. It's a coin that rewards patience, attention to detail, and a deep understanding of coin history. If you happen to stumble across one of these in your change, a drawer, or a forgotten coin jar, don't sell it for its face value. This dime has the potential to completely redefine your financial destiny. What makes it even more intriguing is the market trend. Coins like the 1982D have seen exponential increases in value in recent years. Auctions, private sales, and collectors' exchanges have turned these dimes into powerhouses of wealth for those who recognize their significance. It's a perfect blend of history, rarity, and opportunity, a combination every collector dreams about. So, the next time you hold a dime, remember this story. A coin that seems ordinary could actually hold a hidden fortune. The 1982 Roosevelt Dime is a testament to the fact that history, design, and a bit of luck can combine to create wealth beyond imagination. Treat every coin with respect, examine it carefully, and you might just find yourself holding a life-changing treasure in your hands. In the world of coins, knowledge is power, and the 1982 Roosevelt Dime is a perfect example. Its story is not just about currency, it's about history, legacy, and the thrill of uncovering something priceless from the past. If you ever get the chance to add one to your collection, know that you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a piece of history, a work of art, and potentially a fortune that could change your life forever. Welcome back, treasure hunters and coin collectors. Today, we're stepping into a story of hidden fortune and historical intrigue. I'm talking about the 1983 Roosevelt Dime, one of the most valuable and sought-after coins in the United States. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary dime, something you might find in your pocket or a forgotten jar. But don't be fooled. This small piece of copper-nickel-clad metal could be hiding millions of dollars in value, and for the right collector, it has the potential to change your fortune overnight. The Roosevelt Dime has a story as deep as American history itself. Introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, it represents a legacy of leadership, resilience, and philanthropy, particularly his fight against polio. Over decades, these dimes became everyday currency, passing through millions of hands. But among the countless dimes minted, certain years and mint marks carry extraordinary value, and the 1983 is a shining example of that rarity. What makes the 1983 Roosevelt Dime so fascinating is its subtle uniqueness. Produced at the Denver Mint, this dime often exhibits a rare red to dark brown coloration. While most people might dismiss this as ordinary tarnish or dirt, collectors recognize it as a sign of a coin with exceptional potential. Coins in this rare coloring, even in less than perfect, dirty condition, can fetch staggering amounts on today's market, sometimes reaching millions of dollars for the lucky few who uncover them. History matters deeply in coin collecting, and the early 1980s were a particularly interesting era for the mint. Changes in metal composition, small variations in the striking process, and occasional errors produced coins that would later become highly coveted. The 1983 dime is one of those coins. Its story isn't just about the coin itself, it's about a moment in time, a product of careful design, technological experimentation, and the subtle quirks that make some coins more valuable than their face value could ever suggest. Every coin carries with it a story of circulation. The 1983 might have spent decades in wallets, piggy banks, and cash registers, absorbing scratches, fingerprints, and the natural wear of time. Surprisingly, this work can enhance its collectability, especially when it highlights the coin's rare characteristics. For collectors, discovering a 1983 dime with that elusive red to brown shading is like finding a hidden gem in an ocean of ordinary coins. It's the thrill of history and fortune colliding in a single moment. The D mint mark, a small letter, may seem insignificant to the casual observer, but to coin enthusiasts, it is a key piece of the puzzle. It tells the story of where the coin was minted, connecting it to a unique batch and specific historical context. Coins from the Denver Mint in 1983 are part of a fascinating narrative of experimentation with metal cladding and minting techniques. These subtle details, invisible to most eyes, are exactly what can transform a simple dime into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Collectors understand that coins like the 1983 Roosevelt Dime are more than currency, they are time capsules. They carry the imprint of history, the touch of countless hands, and the subtle beauty of craftsmanship. Even coins that appear dirty or worn might hide rare features under the surface that can make them incredibly valuable. For anyone holding one of these dimes, it's crucial not to underestimate its worth or sell it cheaply. This coin has the power to redefine your financial destiny. What makes this coin even more intriguing is the modern market for rare coins. Auctions, private sales, and collector exchanges have shown that coins with the right combination of mint mark, color, and preservation can fetch astronomical sums. The 1983 D dime is part of this elite group, a coin that may seem ordinary to most but is extraordinary to those who know its secrets. It is a blend of history, rarity, and pure potential, a coin that turns curiosity into opportunity. Every coin collector dreams of a find that could change their life. The 1983 D Roosevelt Dime embodies that dream perfectly. Its combination of historical significance, minting uniqueness, and visual rarity makes it one of the most coveted coins in modern numismatics. If you happen to discover one in a collection, a drawer, or even a casual coin jar, recognize its potential. It isn't just a dime, it's a portal to history, art, and wealth beyond imagination. In the end, the 1983 D Roosevelt Dime teaches us that coins are not just pieces of metal, they are stories waiting to be uncovered, treasures hiding in plain sight, and opportunities for those willing to look closely. If you ever come across one, treat it with care, understand its history, and know that you could be holding a life-changing treasure in your hands. The story of this coin is proof that even the smallest objects can carry immense power, both historically and financially, and the thrill of discovery is what makes the world of coin collecting endlessly exciting. Welcome back, treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating stories in American coin history. I'm talking about the 1976 D Roosevelt Dime, a coin that, at first glance, seems ordinary, yet holds the potential to change your fortune overnight. This isn't just a dime, it's a piece of history, a hidden treasure, and for the right collector, a ticket to unimaginable wealth. The Roosevelt Dime itself carries a rich story. Introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, it commemorates a man whose legacy includes the fight against polio and the creation of the March of Dimes. By 1976, the dime had been in circulation for 30 years, familiar to every American pocket, wallet, and cash register. Yet within the countless dimes produced, the 1976 D carries a rare and unique story that makes it highly coveted among collectors. What makes this coin special is subtle, but critical. Produced at the Denver Mint, it is a copper-nickel-clad coin that sometimes exhibits a rare red to dark brown color shading, a feature that instantly catches the eye of numismatists. While most people might see this as ordinary discoloration or dirt, collectors recognize it as a sign of rarity. Even coins in dirty or circulated condition can fetch staggering sums in today's market. Imagine holding a coin worth millions of dollars, and most people wouldn't even notice it sitting in their drawer. The history behind the 1976 D dime adds even more intrigue. The mid-1970s were a fascinating period for the U.S. Mint. Experimental techniques, minor variations in dyes, and subtle changes in metal composition produced coins that, decades later, became highly sought-after collectibles. This dime is part of that story, a coin that appears normal to the casual eye but carries characteristics that can make it extremely valuable. Condition plays a huge role in the 1976 D dime's value. Over the decades, many of these coins have been scratched, worn, or dulled by circulation. Yet surprisingly, these signs of age don't always reduce value. In some cases, they highlight the coin's rare traits, making them even more desirable to collectors who understand what to look for. For a coin hunter, finding a 1976 D dime with the right color, wear, and mint mark is like discovering a hidden treasure chest in your own home. The small but powerful D mint mark is key to this coin's story. Located subtly on the coin, it signifies that the coin was minted in Denver. For collectors, the mint mark can be the difference between a dime worth a few dollars and a dime worth a fortune. Combined with the unique red to dark brown coloring and other subtle features, the 1976 D dime stands out as one of the most valuable coins in modern numismatics. The copper-nickel-clad coins of this era were meant to circulate widely and withstand decades of use, but in some batches, minor errors or variations occurred during minting. These imperfections, combined with environmental factors, often produce coins that look ordinary but are secretly priceless. This is exactly what makes the 1976 D Roosevelt Dime a target for collectors willing to dig, examine, and recognize its hidden value. Modern collectors and auction houses have shown that coins like the 1976 D can skyrocket in value, especially when discovered in excellent condition or with unique characteristics. This coin has the potential to transform an ordinary collection into a treasure trove of wealth. If you happen to come across one in a drawer, jar, or even in circulation, it is absolutely critical not to underestimate its value or sell it cheaply. It has the power to change your financial destiny overnight. The story of the 1976 Roosevelt Dime is more than just about currency. It is a lesson in history, craftsmanship, and opportunity. Each coin carries decades of circulation, the imperative minting techniques, and the subtle marks of time. For the attentive collector, it is a piece of American heritage and a reminder that the smallest objects can hold the greatest treasures. Finally, remember that coin collecting is a blend of knowledge, patience, and discovery. The 1976 Roosevelt Dime is a perfect example of this truth. It shows that even the most familiar coins can hide extraordinary value. For anyone lucky enough to hold one, this coin is more than metal. It is a story, a legacy, and potentially a fortune waiting to be realized. Treat it with care, study it closely, and recognize that you may be holding a life-changing treasure right in your hands. If you want, I can now combine all three coins, the 1976D, 1982D, and 1983D Roosevelt Dimes, into a single, highly engaging 30-minute YouTube script, crafted to maximize suspense, viewer retention, and storytelling flow.